Hello everyone, brand new day in paradise, and like you can see, we got some changes going on. Yes, it's that time of the year where the 2-year-old wants to become a horse, and actually he wants to become a stud. So that being said, means I am switching to the ultimate equalizer bit, which is really soft in the face. It lays nicely on the tongue, and it actually just works over the curb strap. And you can tell we got some boots on him today because he starts turning real nicely, so we need to protect his legs. And so you see that the saddle is wiggling pretty good, so I kept it kind of loose, and I actually just using a used girth with kind of little stretch girths, and so that needs to be adjusted. But what I'm working on here is just I'll let him get used to that curb strap, and you can see that he is playing with his mouse, and he's trying to figure it out. So I'm gonna do this, well, probably like 15 minutes or so, and let him figure it out. And then when he's good with that, I take the other side, and well, I'm gonna go in the saddle and just ride him around a little bit with it today and take it real easy. Just trot. I'm not gonna lope him. Walk, trot, do a little bending, you know, use my legs and all the stuff we're doing. And adjust him just to the different feel of the curb strap. That's what this is about. And then after this, I've been on the outdoor pen, and he's doing real good. I'm working on the balance, getting balance in him, and just do straight lines, small circles, big circles, lots and lots of straight lines to get the balance in him. And I did that the last week. So now I'm not a fan of just jerking on that snaffle bit the whole time. It just opens the side of his mouth up, and I have to be tough on him, and I don't like that. And that's the reason I'm switching to that bit. Some people say, well, it's way too early, but I don't think so, because a year from now, if he will go in the show pen, well, that's what you're going to use, you know, and you're going to use this for the rest of his days. So why in the world should I waste all that time jerking in his mouth, making him nice and round in the lobe, if he starts messing with it? He didn't mess with it so far, and he did the last few days, and it's kind of back and forth, you know. He's good for like 10 minutes, and then he starts saying, well, I don't want to do no more, and then he head comes up, you know what it looks like. It gets uncomfortable, and he's kind of against the world, and well, this is all taking this away from him, and just a very simple, easy way. And you will see this is gonna take no time to get this fixed, and you will see the result. Today is Thursday, 15th, yes, 15th July, and you will see next week how nice and smooth and easily he's gonna lope around that pen, not messing with this at all, and you will be amazed. And it, to me, it's all about not having fights. You know, I don't want fights. If he want to fight, well, he can fight with himself. You know, I'm too old for that, and I don't want to put all the energy in physically in myself to just mess with 700 pounds. You know, why should I do that? And why should you do that? I don't see that. So there are a lot of things out there, like the martingale with the snaffle bit. You know, we got those nice equalizer bits here, and all what matters is just having the right curb strap on that bit. You know, it's not about the bit. People think it's all about the mouthpiece. Well, it's not. This is about the curb strap, you know. So spoon bits and all those things that are out there people use. And then, you know, when I go through a barn and somebody else's barn and I look around what kind of bit they use, you know, they got it all, you know. And then you look at the straps and then you just think, really, I mean, brother, what's going on? You know, have you not learned your lesson? It's all about the chain. If the chain is not right and you don't have the right links on it, that mouthpiece is worthless. You know, it just gaps the mouth open. That's all it's doing. So you can tell here when you look at his mouth now, well, he figures it out, and there's no fight. I mean, he's really thinking about it, and his head is going up and down, and his ears, and he is messing with himself, and that's what I want. You know, he knows already that this is his comfortable spot down there. So, well, you see what's happening here in walk, and I'm not regulating him. I just don't want him to stop. So I put him in motion. And there you go. You know, and it will be at the point, I have it kind of loose, you know, on vertical. So it's up to him to say, well, now I'm playing with it. And you can see how he's playing with it. Head goes up and down, and he's just chewing on it and trying to figure out where's the pressure coming from. So you can see already how he's thinking, what he's doing. So just give him all the time in the world. It's probably like 15 minutes. Take a little break, and there you go, you know, and just be patient, and you don't have to jerk on that really hard when you ride him, because that is an aggressive strap I'm using. It's a Mexican curb strap, and see, look at that, you know, that little stud horse is just figuring it out by himself, and see how long it takes. And I'm not involved at all. It's just him. So this is my advice for you today. And I say it again, take an easy mouthpiece with just a little mid port with some copper rollers in it, and it needs to be straight. It's not like a correction bit with flexes in any direction. You want this, I want this a straight mouthpiece with a low port and or mid port, whatever you want to call it, and it's a little bent to the tongue. So it's laying nicely on the tongue, got some copper rollers on each side, and that's it, you know. And just put 2 fingers between the curb strap and his chin, and you're good to go, you know. Don't make it too tight in the beginning. He's gonna roll back and he's gonna back up, and just make him go forward. And if your horse gets out of hand, you are allowed to use any launch line on the inside, not on the chain, you know, on the upper ring where the bridle sits. Put that lead rope right there, or your launch line. You don't want to disturb on the chain itself, because that's what the rein is doing, and you don't want to disturb that, because that's what he is messing with. So this is how that works. And the only thing you want to do is just don't make him lope. Just give him time in walk, trot a little bit, put him back in walk. So he's doing it all by himself nicely, because I did a lot of that in the beginning when you watch the first videos. Well, I don't think I had groundwork in it. I was just riding him right away, right? But this is how I start all the horses in the snaffle. Time out, cross time out, and let him mess with it and figure it out, and then you ride it like this, and then you're good to go, and he's gonna be nice and comfortable to ride, and you don't have to actually get all the groundwork done, including mouse work, to ride that horse later with his back up like it's supposed to, so he will be able to just do lead changes and all that kind of stuff easily. Which I tried it this week already with him on the outdoor pen. I mean, he is already changing leads, because his back is up, you know. He makes himself really round, he's pushing from the back, so the lead change is just nothing for him, because he is broke on my leg. So if I ask that, he's going to give it to me, and he doesn't even know what he's doing, and he's changing lead. So people have a lot of problems with this. So, but I don't want to get into this right now. So this is just here breaking him into the bit. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and y'all have a nice weekend.